G'day guys and welcome back to Shanghai Shenhua episode number 12 on Football Manager 2015. It's our birdie. G'day, how you guys going? And today we got a game against Guangzhou RNF as well as the draw for the ACL quarterfinals after we defeated Suwon 5-4 on aggregate in the last episode. So this is what's on for today, and some other goodies as well. So let's just get into it. First off, where we're standing, we are sitting, third in the Chinese league, and we are actually doing really well. As you can see, we got the least amount of losses, and we're playing really good form football. I'm really pleased with the way the team's responded since all the injuries, and we're in every game. I mean, we're not losing games. Key players are coming through. I'll show you that in a moment. But yeah, so we're only 3 points behind. Obviously, 3 points ahead of the next place team. But of course, those 4 spots are the very important spots for the Champions League next season. So now we go to our form. As you can see, last match was Suwon, and we're on a tear in the Chinese league. The last loss came in our opener. Or no, not in our opener. Against Guangzhou at home, and as you can see, we have really done really well. I think I would like to credit a lot of these wins to the form of Tim Cahill coming into his groove, as well as Zhang Long. He's been fantastic playing up top. It's just been really fun to watch. When you finally see your team a little bit under par in your normal squad, and from injuries and all that, and your team still putting on some really good performances, and like this one last week against Guangzhou Evergrande. We conceded first, but we responded really well, and I mean that's all you can really ask for. And if people want to see the tactic that I'm going with, it's just I've always gone a 4-4-1-1 in Footy Manager. But yeah, we are doing really well. I'm really pleased. And yeah, I mean we're getting the results. That's been asked for us. But for now, also we'll go to some transfer news. I did an inquiry for Ibrahimovic. It's kind of frustrating. This team's got all the money, but they just cannot seem to bring in some big, well-known players. Obviously, Cahill and Arshadan are big, but you like to get some guy that's just worldwide known, and Ibra would have been great. But this guy, it's unfortunate. I had to sell Zhutong, and I don't really want to because he's I mean that for that stats for a Chinese guy, he is really good, and he's I mean look at that. I mean it's really frustrating because he didn't want to go into a new contract, and he's joining Shandong on 76k, which at the time I probably could have got $1 million for him last season, but I was hoping to re-sign him, and he just did not want to budge in contract talks. So that's what happened, and it's unfortunate. So I've been in the market scouting some other players. I got a few names. Obviously, July 1st or July when's the transfer? July 7th is when the transfer window opens in China. So that's a big step, and I've looked at a couple of guys. Where are they? Huang Bon, he's always been a bit of a guy that's kind of been interested in me. So he's a guy that I try and go after. This guy I was also after, Wang Shihao. I was kind of scouting him mainly because look at the physical attributes. He's a pretty fast player. And this guy as well, Wu Xi. There's a few others. Goran Pandev, he's a guy I've always been trying to go after as well. And he's transfer listed and he doesn't want to come. It's just frustrating. So, and also with Hernan Rengifu, He's also wanted, but I still have him. Well, I did have him on mini trials with me. Um, Unfortunately, I can't really offer him a trial anymore. So, and he's done well in the trials. So that's a guy that I'm considering as well. But of course, the foreign rule. So we are doing well. Players are really in form, especially Timmy Cahill, the man. Look at that. This was his. Can you believe it? Against Gambo Saka, that was his first goal of the season, and then look at his response. I mean, he's just playing really well, and he's filled in really good as well with the likes of Arshav, and Sunzo was out for a couple of friendlies and injuries. So it's been pretty much Timmy leading the way in this little run that we've got ourselves in. But also the other guy that's done really well is Zhang Long. This guy, I got him from Guangzhou last year. It was a bit pricey, 240k, 45k, but he has been fantastic, absolutely fantastic signing. And because Zhao D's been injured, and my other two strikers, they're not the greatest. Wang Ji, Zhao D is also injured again. They've just been fantastic, and he's done really well to fill in that line of the forwards. So actually his contract expires as well. So I might offer him a new contract, see if he fuck. So that's frustrating. Players don't want to go into contract negotiations. So I go 60k for him, for Zhao Di. But yeah, so what I was saying though is Zhang Long, he's been fantastic. And that's stats for a Chinese player. He's only got 5 appearances for the Chinese national team, and I'm hoping that the way he's been playing for me, he can really turn around, because 9 goals, I mean, that's the most he scored in his whole career in a season. So hoping that happens. Yeah. But other than that, we're getting some injuries. Musaspor's coming back. He's only played a few games. He's he's only played 1 actually. But no, I have no doubt that he's going to be a good player. Obviously 25. He's got his injuries coming up, but he's going to be really good for us this year and hopefully next year as well. Gabriel's of course playing well. Zhang Ji, he's been another guy that's really in form. And he's going to be traveling for the Chinese, and I mean that's really good for mental stats for an older player. He's just done a good job controlling the midfield. And yeah, I mean other than that, we've had a balanced team, and Kyle now leading it, Zhao Di, Zhang Long. It's been good that everyone's scoring, and yeah, I mean that's just it's been really good. Sorry, that we've really controlled. With the injuries, everyone is still playing really good football. And that's the important part. But even though this is getting near a World Cup, what I'm also thinking doing is maybe getting a national team post as well. As you can see, the Ireland manager to leave post. That's one option. And this is good. That players are coming in for Zhao Di, 60k on the club's first team plans. Zhang Zhao, 46k. It's. I wonder if this is negotiable. It is. At Zhang Zhao, you have all the money in the world, so you guys are trying to rip me off here, so I'll just go 60k, 10k. Bugger it. Guys want to put up some good offers, you guys are going to have to go for them. Yes, well, he's got some offers. That's the 2nd division too, Chongqing. So I guess I maybe should have buggered, because now he's probably gonna say expect to pay my wages for the whole time, right? Let's see if Zhang Zhao can go up to, I'd say 50k, 49, 50k from Zhang Zhao. 34, go 40. So there we go. For Zhang Zhao and Hangzhou. Okay, rejecting that one. Wuhan. And that's rejection. That's a bad. I don't really want that offer. So yeah, sorry this is taking a bit. Just continue going. Yeah, I've also been pretty busy with work and playing my other save. So just that's why it's taken a bit of time between episodes. But yeah, I'm still enjoying this save. And obviously, the goal is, of course, to win the Chinese League, win ACL, and also the Club World Cup with Tim Cahill there. But yeah, so hoping that Zhao D transfer goes through. Obviously, it won't go through till July 7th, but hoping something comes up and he can get out, because I mean, it's frustrating with players, especially Zhao Zhutong. He's the guy that I really I'm gonna miss. He's gonna be a really good. He's gonna be a big hole to miss, but hopefully I can bring someone in the transfer window. And sport, especially some foreigners as well. El Bouazati as well, guys. That's another guy. If you want a good young centre back in your FM saves, Mohamed El Bouazati at Borussia Dortmund. He is fantastic, because his contract's, unfortunately, he's signed obviously a contract now, but he is a fantastic footballer for a young 19-year-old. I got him in my Shmona save that I'm playing as well, Tahiti / Shmona, and he's a fantastic football player. So I mean, if you want a young cheap guy, that's the guy to go after. Galatasaray Pandev report. No surprise, no intention of joining our club. But what I think I might do is, I'll just maybe offer something. Galatasaray want that much for him. Yeah, bugger it. We'll just do their demands. It's nothing for a guy like Pandev. With my name's the Olympic squad. So here we go. Here's the draw. And as you can see, guys, this is how it goes. We're going to be drawing either against Seoul, Shanghai, or Ulsan. So what I'm really hoping is we get Shanghai East Asia. That'd be really cool. A derby. Seoul. Bugger. And that's not the team I wanted to get. So we are in a very difficult next round against Seoul. Crap. And now, it looks like we got the semifinals as well. So we're going to be obviously there, because that's how it goes, guys. It's West versus East pretty much in the ACL. But we got Seoul, and this is going to be really hard. I mean, look at the players that they got. Here are the foreign players. Rafael Costa, 28 years of age. Hakan Jebeli. And Korea's just, they're all around better side than China, right? And these players are really well technical, so it's going to be difficult. They haven't in the reserves. They don't really have much of a reserve squad. But who do they play? Beating the looks like they beat Jeonbuk in the last round of the Champions League. Yeah, they did. So it's going to be difficult. But we've defied the odds. We were, frick, it was annoying. Qualify. And of course, you wouldn't want to So that's the frustrating part. So some big well-known players, they don't want to come here. So we'll see when this fixture is actually. Yeah, it's hard to know when the fixture. So yeah, so we got a bit of a break. Okay, that's pretty good against those ones. But here we go. We go into the game against Guangzhou RNF. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, we're at home, so this is going to be a good test for us. I think I'm going to put Yan Junling in this one. And also Muzaspor coming in. Sheng Liu Sheng, Andre Arshavin. And he's wanted as well by Zhang Jiao, so he's come up with a thing saying, "Oh, I want to move and this." So it's frustrating. But we'll start him in this one. And here we go. Zhang Ji, Gabriel, Kyle, Zhang Long up top. We're $1.80 favorites. And Guizhou, where are they? Guizhou RNF 7th. So, you know, obviously 24. It's going to be an interesting game, no doubt about it, this one. But, you know, I think we should, just the way we've been playing, I feel that we should get a result in this one. But you never know, right? Put on a performance expecting. So we should, yeah, I mean, this is a game we should win, but, you know, like I said, you know, you just never know in football, as they always say, right? But you don't know in FM either, right? Dubin, he's actually, I've played him as well as on the right back. He was in the reserves last year a lot, and just decided to give him a go in the first team. And you know, I always figure as a defender, you know, you don't want them to know, you don't want to notice them much. But here's a chance first, and there's a goal, and it's Zhang Long, 6 minutes in, 12th goal of the season, and that's what you like to see. And what a run from Kyle, played over Zhu Tong. Even though he's transfer listed, I'm still playing him for some reason, but you know, he's getting us wins. And look at this run here. Here it is. Oh, and that was a great save by Yang Ji, the goalkeeper. And that could have been Zhang Long's second. There's another good ball. Here's Zhu Tong. Zhang Long. It's blocked. Kale! And he's picked up his rebound. Timmy Kale. And it's 2 in the first 15 minutes. And this is really good to see, guys. I mean, Timmy, that's what he does. I mean, that's what he's always done in his career. He comes in late, gets kind of the garbage goals, but I mean, that's what we like to see. I mean, we're up 2-0 already. Even though shorter passing, play out of defense is doing well, we're just going to go pass into space. Oh, brother, and then they score right off the bat. Wu Zhenham. So it's 2-1. So that wasn't really good to concede right off the bat there. And it looked like it went right in off through the keeper's legs there as well. That's what we normally want to see, obviously. And here's another one, and it's KL! And it's 3-1. And this looks like it's going to be a 6-7-3 game going on here. First 16 minutes, 4 goals have been scored. And again, Timmy, just going into those dirty areas. I'm just going to say concentrate now. Because this is, you know, we obviously don't want to concede too many goals. But the good start is happening. Here's Gabriel, he's done fantastic, just playing his ball-winning midfielder role. And here's a good move by Kale! And a shot in the block. That was a bit of play. Yeah, I've kind of changed my set pieces up a bit as well. Having to go far post. You know, because timid. You know, every time on set pieces, I've already mentioned it. You know, I want to exploit KL's abilities because you know KL's by far the best guy in the air on this side. And now here's Timmy in again. Oh, and he hit the crop post. Could have been his hat trick. Like at the start of the season, you know, you just didn't see this confidence. And now the morale and just the inform of KL, that's what you want to see. And for any of your top players on your team, that's what you like to see. There's a chance for them, and that's a good block. And it looks as if we're going to be going to half time 3-1. So I'm just going to say, you know, this is pleasing. Opposition. You know, now they've put on 2 strikers here, so this is... I think that's what we'll do, is just hold off the two strikers there. But here we start the second half. Now we just want to be 3-1. Now we kind of just need to obviously be a bit more disciplined on the defensive part, which is what we want to see. And that was a bit scary. And that's a good header out. And come on, here's Gabriel. I mean, this is that's a good ball. Here's Yutong. Cahill, stop! Oh, it's 2 shots were cleared. 2 point-blank saves by the keeper. And Timmy could have 4 goals in this game. Here's Cahill, taken down. Then Sheham, you know, and Arshavin. I mean, how's Arshavin doing? 6.7 rating. It's he's coming off a pretty substantial injury, so it's understandable a bit with Arshavin, but I'll say get creative. But right now, I mean, we're just in form-wise in the league. I mean, we're just looking almost unstoppable at the moment. You know, 5-1 thrubbing of Zhang Zhao Evergrande, but you know, obviously. When you think of China, you think of Zhang Zhao right off the bat, right? So it's... Here's Kyle, that's a good ball. And Zhang lining up outside though. Yeah, it did look a bit offside. But that was good thought, right? And he's way off. Okay, we'll do a sub here. Zhang Ji's done a good job. We'll put in Wang Ji to play in that central mid part. Just kind of change it up a bit. Because yeah, I mean, that's a good save. That was a good free as well. Because yeah, like just right now, guys, I mean, we almost look unbeatable. I mean, we're not. Just the form and morale is really pleasing. And now that I said that, there's a chance for them maybe. Good block. Clear it out. It's good defending there. That's what you like to see. I don't know if a lot of guys, for you guys as well, I mean, what I haven't really concentrated on much training, and that is defending set pieces. It's just, you know, I've always thought, you know, defensive positioning would always count as defending set pieces. I mean, that's just me. I don't know if it's actual, but you'd think that would be the main aspect of, you know, of everything, but you know, defensive wise and everything, that's what I'm trying to say. That's a good chance. But I mean, that's just me. I mean, I could be totally wrong in it, which I probably am, but I just haven't really done much defense set pieces sometimes, and that's a goal for them. So Wang Gan, third goal of the season, and this is looking a bit concerning right now. You know, we were controlling it. I think what I'll do here is I'll put Tim up front, put Arshavin behind him, and Fang Zhang Long, he was playing well, but we'll change it up. And I'll just do shorter passing. And they're starting to get some momentum in this, so we're just going to show some passion. And we'll make another sub. Lu Zhang for Zhu Tong. And we'll do a lower tempo as well. Because yeah, when I have Tim up front there, he's the target man, whereas Zhang Long is just a poacher. So that kind of gives them thinking a bit. The defenders, right? Kind of changes something up of how they should defend, so to speak, right? But yeah, this is not looking good, and they've scored. That wasn't good. Frustrating, to say the least. So I think what we might have did. Okay, we'll go higher, play wider, push higher up, and attacking. Because yeah, that's kind of frustrating, saying we're unbeatable when it was 3-1. Yeah, I'm eating my words now. Here's Kyle though. Come on, Timmy. Yeah. And we're kind of letting them take all the space in the back line. Not really pressuring them. There's a guy down injured. Here's Lu Zhang. Play it out wide. Lu Bin. Here's Arshavin. He's got it! Andre Arshavin, his 6th goal. And that's huge for Arshavin, but also the club. Because Arshavin, you know, it's just, let's just face it, he's had a rough year. And that's a well-placed goal into the corner. And will we get another one? Here's Gabriel. It's a good tackle, actually. Here's Zhu Long. So Arshavin behind Kale seems to be it. And there's Kale! Oh, and he put it over. Could have been a headed goal for the hat-trick. Don't see him miss too many of those. At 4-3, this is a bit early now. 2 minutes. 3 minutes of added time, 2 minutes played. It's not really good for Arshavin there. Gabriel comes in. Now we've got the 3 foreigners. Gabriel, Arshavin, and Kale kind of through them forward. Gabriel again. It's good switch. Here's Yang Fang. There's Kale off the crossbar, but it doesn't matter. There's the win. So Kale at the end of it could add, he could add 5-6 goals. But look at here. Tell the players they fell short of expectations despite the result. I'll just say it was unacceptable in the second half, and we knew something was going to be there. But we got the win. I mean, that's the important thing. Shanghai East Asia gets the win as well. Guangzhou has been struggling of late. So that's for that's I mean that's good. A team ahead of us, but yeah, we kind of scraped through this one because it was a bit of a sloppy game, and I almost ate my words there saying that we were unbeatable. But look at the response by Guangzhou as well. Since we got clobbered, we clobbered them. So we are still winning games despite being a bit lackluster today. Um, um, Entertained, enjoyed it. Yeah. So we have been dealt a tough draw. Certainly one of the harder fixtures to like. Yes, the games we all live for, determined to enjoy it. It's going to be a tough task. It's certainly one of the harder fixtures. Yes, these games are all to live for and determined to enjoy it. So we win today, and we are still pretty in good position in the league. I mean, 5 points behind tops. With 15, 30 games in the season, I think it is. 30. So we're in good shape, and one loss is really good. But so yeah, so we're doing well. We got the fourth cup replay as well to play in our next fixture. That's not for a ways, and then we got the transfer window. So um, I think what we'll maybe do, guys, is just play the first leg of the Saw game, and maybe I could fill in the second one if I can figure out how to edit recordings and all this, because yeah, I mean, it would be cool to have both legs in the same episode. And so yeah, that's what I'll try and do. So the next two will be this one for the next episode, the Champions League quarterfinals. So again, guys, hope you guys are enjoying it. I am, and we get a sloppy win today, but um, hopefully it doesn't go off the morale or anything too much. But yeah, so again, guys, hope you're enjoying it. Until next time, we'll see you. Cheers.